Welcome, Adam Barrett, two R's, two T's, and
Yeah,
um, you are also on the forum as well. I think as Adam Barrett, is it?
I think it's Adam Barrett, yeah, or Adam Barrett 82.
I'll put a link in the video as well. Um, but hi, welcome. You've been a member of manvfat since the beginning, I think, pretty much. When
Yeah,
did
pretty
you?
much the beginning, yeah.
Was it the magazine that you saw first?
Well, what it was is that I was at one of my wife's friends' weddings, and I was sat next to John Warburton,
Oh right, yeah,
who's one of your
yeah,
diarists, and he gave me his card.
right,
He used to be into script writing and stuff,
yeah,
doing all sorts of comedy stuff, and I'm quite into that as well because I did a bit of that at uni. So I just had a look at him on the internet, and Man v Fat popped up.
right. Okay, cool.
It never mentioned it at the wedding or anything, but I thought, oh right, that's something I'd be interested in, and just went from there really.
Brilliant, good stuff. And I know that you're also a member of Trim Down Shape Up, who's a
Yeah,
great organisation up in, it's Bolton, isn't it? Bolton Way.
Wigan.
Wigan. Yeah, Wigan,
Yeah.
Bolton, same thing. um, I'm going to get death threats about that. And just tell us about Trim Down Shape Up. When did you join that and how's that going?
I joined that about would be 12 weeks ago now because I have to pay now. So yeah, basically they set it up as they give you a half an hour sort of nutritional advice.
Yeah,
You know what to eat, what sort of because a lot of people who go don't have enough food at all. They
right.
don't. Some people don't know what a carbohydrate is or what a protein is
Yeah,
or what sort of calories are in foods that they eat every day.
yeah,
So it was like half an hour chat about nutrition and healthy eating, and then we'd go out on the football pitch and do like a bit of a circuit training, push ups, sit ups, star jumps, jogging,
yeah.
and then finish with a little football match.
Brilliant. And you're a big football fan. Well,
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
support Man City, so it shows what you know, really. But
I let that one go. Let that one go.
and how have you found? I mean, obviously, it's surprising to you that some guys don't know what carbs are, and is do you think that I it doesn't surprise me as much that there are some guys who don't know that because obviously I get a lot of emails and a lot of questions
Yeah,
through, but it did surprise me initially that there, especially with men, I think because we never taught it basically.
yeah,
We never did it. Everyone drops cookery as soon as they can, basically, don't they?
yeah, yeah.
And it's not in the magazines or anything like that. So unless what sort of things have been surprised? I bet portions have been a big surprise for a lot of guys.
Portions were a big thing for a lot of people, and just how many calories were in things like pizzas that people were eating every day.
Mm,
Or how many calories were in it. It's more or less a full day's allowance of calories were in a pizza.
yeah,
But I was surprised as well by people not because I'm into cooking. I enjoy cooking.
yeah,
And I'm cooking the house. I
mm,
was surprised that there's men who can exist and not know what a carbohydrate is
yeah,
or a protein or
mm,
all the rest of it. It really sort of because I've got a different role obviously to what they have in their
yeah,
households.
yeah,
I've been brought up cooking, so it's always been the norm for me.
yeah. And I mean, tell me a bit about kind of your history with weight loss. Have you put on weight as the time's gone on, or have you always been like a big lad, or what's?
In like Oprah, up and down. The perfect yo-yo dieter.
Yeah,
And one of the pictures that I sent you for the blog that I wrote
I'll
was,
intersperse those in some of the video. Yeah,
yeah, was like my biggest achievement when I lost like I think the biggest chunk of weight. I think I lost about 5 stone,
mm,
and I felt brilliant, looked like I wanted to look. And then from there, it's just been I've been putting on a bit, losing a bit, putting on a bit more, losing a bit,
yeah,
putting on a bit more, and then with babies and getting married, the
yeah,
two nails in the coffin have just spiraling out of control
yeah,
to the point where it's not like, oh, I fancy losing a couple of pounds. It's I need to lose weight because health implications it could have in the future.
yeah. And when you got down to 15 stone, what
Mm.
was it that you were doing that was successful?
I was just eating healthy. I was just eating really healthy. My mum was doing like a healthy eating thing with me. I was planning all my meals. I wasn't a member of any club or anything or following like a book. I was just making right healthy choices and
Mm,
being organised with what I eat.
mm.
That
And
was it, really dead simple.
do you find that organisation potentially with the children? You've got two children, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And they both under three, did you say?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah. And is that sort of what takes the ability to be organised about weight loss away?
I think yeah, because you're dealing with your sort of chronic tiredness.
Yeah.
So you're constantly looking for an instant pick me up, and then you just turn to things like chocolate and biscuits.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might not miss it. You might miss a meal, and then you think, oh, I can't be bothered cooking anything.
Yeah.
I'll just have a sandwich, and then bread. It's just me and bread just don't mix at all.
Right. Okay.
I think I'm allergic to it or something, but I just feel stodgy. But it's just one of them things that you turn to as a simple alternative to cooking.
Because everyone knows that for lunch you have a sandwich, or a bap
Yeah,
or
but,
whatever.
yeah.
Um, that's interesting that you say that. But have you ever had testing for allergies for like gluten
No,
intolerance?
but I can sort of feel a difference in myself. I get like an itchy scalp, and my skin gets blotchy, and I just feel quite bloated.
Yeah.
So I try to avoid it as best I can.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just convenience gets in the way.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. You're currently doing very well on your diet. You've lost 21 pounds.
Yeah.
And again, is that from being organised with what you're doing and up in the exercise and things?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've been walking to work and back as often as I can, weather permitting.
Yeah.
I've joined Trim Down Shape Up,
Mm.
so I'm doing that once a week.
Yeah.
Um, a couple of the guys from Trim Down Shape Up have started a five-a-side football thing, so I'm hopefully gonna try and do that.
Yeah.
And just trying to do like 10 minutes in the garage,
Yeah.
doing some sit-ups and push-ups and a few weights and things.
Yeah. And that's interesting because I sort of I'm a big believer in home workouts as well, largely because I'm too cheap to pay for a gym.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but is that something that you find easy to get information access to, or is that where do you find the routines and things to do?
Yeah, the guys at Trim Down Shape Up are pretty good. The routines that we do there tends to be like 10, 15 minutes and they're manageable. Like there's
Yeah.
a Spartan training thing that we did where
Mm.
it's like 50 sit ups, 25 push ups, 25 star jumps,
Yeah.
and they all add up to like 300 reps.
Yeah.
And that was like a 12-minute workout. You can easily fit that into the day. I
Yeah.
think a lot of it's time, especially when you have young kids,
Yeah.
and you get the time because you've not got it in the morning and you'll only have it in bed, when they get to bed and fall asleep,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
So trying to fit it in then. So they really appeal to me, the quick ones, like
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah. Cool. Um, there's another bit of your history which I'm very interested in because it's something that I've got some experience with as well, which is this sort of idea of secret eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just tell us a bit about that. What do you mean by that?
Basically, it's weird talking about it because I've never talked about it with anyone.
Yeah.
My wife always catches me out. Basically, when no one's looking, I eat stuff I shouldn't eat.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. I wait until people have gone out of the house or I'm on my own in the kitchen and I'll just eat something that I'm not meant to do.
Yeah. And do you remember when that started?
Started when I was quite young, I reckon about 10, 11,
Right.
just as I was sort of starting high school, I started doing it and it was becoming noticeable. I'd
Yeah.
like get a handful of biscuits and stick them in my pocket and go upstairs to my room and watch telly eating these biscuits.
Knowing that you shouldn't have those biscuits,
Knowing
essentially.
that, yeah, I didn't need them and hiding them from my parents.
It's a strange one, isn't it? I mean, I'm a bugger for it as well, like kind of waiting until people are in bed and then exactly the
Yeah.
same as you. And often it's things that I don't particularly like, or like I'll
Mm.
go through the kids' Haribo and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
and it's an odd feeling because it's almost like punishing yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I think from me, it's like I don't want to be criticised or anyone to say anything about what I should and shouldn't eat.
Mm,
So I'll wait until someone's there until I think I can eat something that they would probably comment about me eating.
yeah. And what do you now you're embarking on this healthier program and you've
Mm.
done very well before. What's
Mm.
different in your mindset, do you think, when during those periods of success, you're able
Mm.
to say, no, I'm not going to do the secret eating thing, or what are you doing now that's enabling you to do that?
Well, me and my wife sat down and did like a 3 week food plan of what we're going to have every night. So our shopping's going to be a lot more efficient. There's not going to be any junk in
Yeah,
the house. I think that's the main problem. Just having junk in the house
yeah,
is beckoning you to come and eat it.
yeah,
I think that's the biggest one because I'm not going to be able to go to the shop secretly. People will know what I'm doing.
yeah,
So yeah, just not having it in and planning what we're having. So a couple of days in advance, we know what we're going to be eating, and our shopping can be efficient, and we just buy what we need to eat.
yeah, absolutely. And there's something that's gone up on the site today about that sort of sense of, forward thinking in terms of diets and being able
Mm.
to know where you're going. It
Mm.
solves so many problems before they occur, and as you say, it helps you with the secret eating thing.
Yeah.
Take us through what would be a typical daily menu for you. For example, yesterday or today, what are you eating?
Yesterday, what did I have? I think I had. I've got a book by. Yeah. Right. Okay. I've got a book by a guy called James Dugan called The Warrior,
Yeah.
and he has a lot of breakfast things in there that I like. He does like a protein pancake,
Mm.
just like porridge, cottage cheese, eggs, and cinnamon. So I have that, blend it up, and have it with blueberries and a tablespoon of maple syrup.
Oh, nice.
So usually for lunch I'll have a salad, usually chicken salad or whatever we've had for the night before. If there's any left, I'll have that with a salad.
Yeah.
And then teas, we've been having salmon this week. Last night we had homemade chicken tikka. So just healthy stuff that isn't fried, basically grilled and baked stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of it is oils with me. I can just with cooking, I just add too much.
Yeah.
Add way too much oil in that, and that's where the calories are coming from.
Do you find that you're saying about the bread just doesn't agree with you?
Mm.
Do you find it easy to cut down on carbs? Does that help for you in terms of weight loss?
I can cut down on them. Cutting them out, I think,
Yeah.
is the wrong thing for me to do because I just want them more. I
Yeah.
think it's everything in moderation. It's having like, you can get these plates that have the sections of what should be meat, what should be veg, and what should be carbs.
Yeah.
I think having that mindset is a bit more helpful for me because if I cut it out, if I cut anything out, I just want it more.
Yeah. No, I'm the same. Yeah. So just talk us through the next sort of phases of your diet. You started at 23:11, I think,
Yeah,
23 stone 11,
yeah,
which is I haven't got it on my chart, but so basically you've now lost 21 pounds.
yeah.
So you're down into the 22s. No, 21.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you
No, the 22 still.
22? Yeah. And
Yeah.
do you have a focus for where you want to be? When the next goal is. What's the
I want to get
next?
into the teens is my next goal.
Mm.
That's my next goal. I mean, every pound, as long as it's coming off, I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
So that's my next big goal is
Yeah.
just to get down into the teens.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent. And have you been regular routine on trim down, shape up? Because you do weigh-ins as a part of that, don't you?
Yeah, we do. I've not been going the past few weeks because a couple of weeks ago I pulled my calf muscle, so I've not been able to walk properly on it.
Right.
So I've not been wanting to rush back
Yeah.
and do that again.
Yeah.
So I've not been for the past 2 weeks, once because of work, and then this week I just felt it a bit tight, so I didn't go this week.
Yeah.
But I've been walking to and from work a couple of times to keep up with the physical activity.
Fantastic. That's great stuff. And what have you been losing week in, week out, roughly?
A pound here, £2 there.
Yeah.
That's been about the average.
Yeah. Which is exactly the way you'd want it, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I think everyone would like to lose all the weight in a month, but you're just going to put it on more. I think sometimes when I've done like the Carol Vorderman detox diet, which is basically like feel like you're in Guantanamo Bay because you're just you're brushing your. Have you ever done it?
No.
In the shower in the morning, you have to brush your skin with like a hard brush to get all the blood flow to your skin. It's horrendous. You just feel like you've burnt and scratched all over, and then all you can eat for breakfast is fruit You can't have any carbs, you can't have any meat. You have to drink horrible drinks, like really lemony water, and it's just horrendous. I lost like nearly 3 stone in a month, but I felt like I was dying. It's like the juicing; you just feel like you're dying.
Yeah, yeah. When it's the only thing that you're taking in, it's
Yeah, it's just
painful.
and the headaches.
Yeah,
Nah. So
no,
this is much better for me doing it slower and steady.
yeah,
As
definitely.
appealing as losing the weight overnight is,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it is more sustainable.
yeah. And also, you know that you can be successful doing this because you've
Yeah.
done it before. You just
Mm.
know that it takes that sustained practice. It takes perseverance,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Right. Well, we will keep an eye out for you on the forums, and obviously you do the weekly weigh-in with us through the forums as
Yeah.
well, don't you?
Yeah.
So we'll keep cheering your progress, and fantastic speaking to you, Adam.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.